All right. All right, I am. Hello, everyone. I am actually on PTO this week, and we just got up to our campsite. Decided to come up here for a few days. It's so peaceful, so relaxing, especially during the middle of the week. It's so nice. And today is beautiful in Ohio. I just wanted to jump on because I've gotten this question from a few people lately and wanted to share just some thoughts I have around the answer or potential answers, as well as get your experience with this kind of situation and see what you have done. So, the question that I've gotten is really surrounding how do you deal with or work through where another employee, maybe they're a coworker or somebody that you have to manage or lead, and they're not really pulling their weight. They're kind of doing the bare minimum. They don't seem even motivated to be there and do what they need to do. And you are really needing to get shit done. And how do you, or get stuff done? And how do you do that? And how do you get them to get on board? And there's several answers. One answer is sometimes you may never be able to get them on board, sad but true. And you would have to document and have conversations with them, bring in your leader or others to continue to give different tasks or actions that they could take to do what they need to do. It is really a struggle when you have somebody doing the bare minimum to kind of push them along and make sure that they keep doing it. The other thing, and this is what I had told a couple people that have asked me, is that when you have people who aren't really doing much or they're struggling to even get something done in their work environment, is thinking through or maybe having a conversation and getting to know them. Not that you have to be best friends or best buddies, but what drives them, what motivates them, or even not even thinking about that, but maybe there's something going on outside of work. And just being a friend and being nice to them, maybe they will start to change. Maybe they'll feel better. Maybe they'll open up about what's going on. A lot of times, what I've seen is something is going on outside of the work environment that has caused a change in what's going on in the workplace. And if you can't help with that, which I don't expect you to be a therapist or a social worker or anything like that or HR. But if you can't help with that, you know there's an issue, you know there's a challenge that they face, make sure that you're connecting them to whatever resources are available for them to get that help. A lot of people have employee assistance plans that offer different counseling sessions or different resources that they have on their websites that you can connect them to, or somebody within the organization that could do that. Definitely don't let them suffer in silence. Um, so the other thing is if there's somebody who is really not pulling their weight and doing what they need to do, is if you are the leader or manager, having that conversation with them and letting them know the impact of what is that causing, not only to you as the leader or manager, but also to their coworkers or their peers or their clients, their customers, different things like that. And what's the impact? And then how can they take action? How can you help them to stay accountable to taking action and being able to move forward? So, those are just some ideas and some tips. The hardest thing is there are definitely times where you're going to have those individuals in your work environment where it's things are not changing and they won't change. And the worst thing that I learned from another leader years ago is to pass them on to somebody else, to move them in the organization into another position. It's you have to work through whatever the issue is. And I know a lot of people have issues with conflict and dealing with conflict, but what is going on that they're not able to do what they need to do. And you really need to go back to the job and what is the minimum that they need to do versus what might be going above and beyond, and thinking about what are your expectations for them. I know sometimes people have high expectations for themselves and they have to take a step back and think, okay, am I having too high expectations of somebody else? Is this what they would be expected to do for their role? And be able to hold them to that, what they need to do there. So I'm interested because I know there's all different kinds of scenarios, situations that people can be in where you have, whether it's a peer or somebody else in the organization that really isn't pulling their weight and doing what they need to do. I've gotten it from a couple different people in a couple different industries, actually, and types of roles. So interested in if you've had that experience and what you've done. And if for some reason you don't want to have your name attached to the comment, totally understandable. Send me a direct message and let me know, and I'll post it for others to be aware of also. Definitely know it's a struggle when you have individuals like that within your team or your department or your company. And there are steps that you can take to make sure that things get better. And like I said, sometimes it's just a matter of opening up and being a friend or being somebody who they feel like they can talk to, and absolutely understand that it's not everybody's role to be able to do something like that. So I hope you are having a great day, and I will see y'all later.